You know that robbery I saw? That was like, you know, middle of New York City, broad daylight. Me and Kronii were just, you know, having a smoothie, eating a sandwich. It was like one of those just regular cafes. We're eating sandwich. Overpriced sandwich, let me just say. Because I was surprised that each of us, we just had a drink and a sandwich. And each of us came out with like, was like what, $33 a person? 34, maybe $35 a person. I was just like, really? For just a sandwich and a drink? And while we were like moguing, all of a sudden we hear coins like flying. And I'm like, what the hell did I see? This person literally like just, like, I guess they pretended that they were gonna order something. And then they all of a sudden just like shoved their whole arm into the tip jar. Made coins fly everywhere, took all the bills apparently, and just dashed out. The person behind the counter was trying to grab them by the arm, but they didn't make it, and they were like, ah. And then me and Kronii were picking up the coins because we were just on our way out. We were like, oh my god, and everyone was like, oh my god. So we were like, we're picking up the coins and we were like, are you guys okay? And then the the employees working there were like, ah. Happens from time to time. And me and Kronii were just like, what? It happens from time to time? They were so used to it. And then me and Kronii were just like scared, like, oh, we can't walk around New York alone. No, we need to stick together. That was my very first time ever seeing any sort of robbery in real life, like in front of my very own eyes. Did you guys visit any tourist spots like Freedom Lady? No Freedom Lady this time. Oh, no, me and Kronii did go to... We went to Central Park for a tiny bit. So we went to MoMA, right? First we went to MoMA with Kronii, Kiara, and Cece. We're supposed to meet up with a different group, but we're like, the other group has like a lot of plans, so we're like, okay, we're just gonna split up into... Went to MoMA. I see Cece speeding through all the exhibits. Like, as per usual. And Kiara would lose her, be like, where is she? Where is she? She's gone. And then I think I see Cece, and then I think I start seeing Kiara also speeding through the exhibits. And I'm just like looking very closely. Eventually I see the two of them just sitting down on one of the like couches together. So I was like, oh, they're done looking. Okay, I'm just gonna keep looking. And then I think me and Kronii were just continued to make fun of most of the exhibits. We didn't have too much time though, because it was closings. We wanted to see as much possible. I really wanted to see the Van Gogh. I really wanted to see the Van Gogh. And I was able to see the Van Gogh. Yes, the Van Gogh was nice. It was not as big as I thought it would be. They had a lot of art. It was a lot of art. It was nice. And then I think Kiara and Cece were like really tired. And me and Kronii were like, we need to go see Central Park! And I think the Kiara and Cece were like, yeah, we're too tired to walk in Central Park. So we split up. We split there. Yeah, we lost them at the museum. We were like, we couldn't find them at the museum anymore. So and then I think they were like, okay, we're just gonna chill at a cafe. So I was like, okay. And then we went to Central Park. Oh, and then me and Kronii had the sandwich. And then me and Kronii had the sandwich where the robbery happened. And then we walked to Central Park. And we walked around Central Park for like maybe like a good 30-40 minutes because then we had to go somewhere else. And yeah, Central Park is huge, so we only saw a tiny bit of it. But at least we got to say that we did see the turtles. We saw the turtles, we saw the ducks, and then Kronii was telling me all about the Canadian geese. She's like, oh, I see the Canadian geese, those nasty ones. So yes, I did see the turtles. I'm happy I got to see the turtles and the ducks. A lot of turtles sitting on this tiny rock and was cute. Canadian geese, oh, evil. Evil creatures, what she was saying, yeah. They're everywhere. I'm like, they can't be that evil, right? But then I did hear from my sister that geese can be very aggressive. Anyways, yeah, Central Park was pretty. I didn't get far enough to see like any like super famous like structures. I'm looking at my phone. I only see a picture of the turtles that I took. I think Kronii was taking pictures of like a tunnel and other stuff. Didn't take much pictures, no. I did take a few pictures in MoMA, but mainly was like the Van Gogh and then some of the weird Picasso ones. And then I think me and Kronii were like looking at paintings, being like, what do you see? Like cubism paintings or paintings with like those abstract shapes. And I was like, I see shoes. Kronii's like, I see people dancing. And then we're like, okay, let's see what the right answer is. And it was actually like a painting of machines, apparently. Like, it was supposed to depict the evolution of technology, and it was supposed to be machines. It's like, I see high heels. I see people dancing, and I'm trying to find the people dancing. I'm like, where are the people dancing? I don't see this. We were both wrong. I think I literally saw like one piece of painting that was just a line, a straight line. It was just one straight line, and I'm like, man, if only I got paid to just draw a straight line and had it be, you know, exhibited in a museum for hundreds of years to come. Man. Or like you'd see like those really abstract paintings where even you can do in like those painting classes where you just splash paint all over the wall, you know? Feeling, man, I could have this if I was just that famous enough as an artist. If only I drew that line before they did, you know? Henshin! Love power!